And we're going.
Welcome back to the Let's Play of Elden Ring. I'm Bramman, I'm here with Thrith.
And I am noticing this looks a lot like the throne, one of the thrones in Dark Souls.
Yeah, it really does, doesn't it? I would also like to point out the hanging curtains that appear over the entire world and the Shadow Tree in the DLC.
Yeah.
Also a probably significant pattern in the drapes.
They look like kind of dappled, don't they? Oh, there's a...
Yeah, there's a very faded gold pattern in them.
Was thinking. Dark Souls is about letting a cycle end, move on, right?
Yes.
And this one is about the same, right?
Yep.
We don't. Do they have one about? What do you call it? What people are doing in the wake of that cycle, like when it moves on, like in this one, if you do the if you do a sequel where Ronnie's ending is the true one, and you have people trying to find out where God went.
Yeah.
And realizing God left because staying would hurt you or whatever.
Can we pause for a moment?
Yeah, give me a moment. We're back.
Apologies about that. What were we saying?
I was saying that both the Dark Souls and Elden Ring are about the end of a cycle.
The cycles. What happens between the cycles?
Right.
So, I don't think, as part of the Soul series or Elden Ring, I think Sekiro kind of.
Okay.
I think a lot of FromSoft's older games, there's a couple. The one about the sisters is not about the cycle. Or at least I don't think it is. You do kill the god of destruction in one of those, but it doesn't seem to be actually about the ending and the beginning of a new cycle. It's more about the fact that there are two sisters and a brother, and their relationship, particularly considering that they're royals.
Yeah.
The earlier one also there's also a bit. So there's that one, the one about the two sisters and the brother is a sequel. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of the game at the moment. The first one of those is more about the beginnings of that dynasty and the queen's father. Like it's about her chasing after her father, who's gone looking for something.
Got it. Okay, so that's kind of a after the end type thing.
Yeah. Not Elden Ring, but Eternal Ring is not about the changing of a cycle.
Okay.
It's about what happened to the sorcerers and how they became dragons, and due to an attack by the demons. Because they had created the perfect being. Like they built a perfect human.
Okay.
Which turns out to be a baby that's beyond a weird door at the top of a big tower, like we see in this game a lot.
Yeah. And did the gods split it into a beefy swordsman and a weakling wizard?
Yeah, I mean, there's that question, but we do know, like Dark Souls 2,
Uh-huh.
the primary bosses of Dark Souls 2 are the Four Queens,
Right.
who is the soul of Manus, the father of the Abyss, split into four different beings.
Right.
And one of them turns into a tree.
Okay.
The other one turns into a being that's very much like Nito from Dark Souls 1, the black gooey conglomeration of bone.
Got it.
Um, so there's a lot of there's a lot of stuff going on in these games.
Mm-hmm.
But we are going to summon Melina,
Right.
take a drink, watch a cutscene.
Hmm. Oh, this guy.
Graceless, tarnished.
Oh no, I've got grace.
What is thy business with these thrones? Ah, Godric the Golden. The twin prodigies, Mikola and Melania. General Radahn. Praetor Rykard. Luna Princess Rani. Willful traitors, all. Thy kind are all of a piece. Pillagers, emboldened by the flame of ambition. Have it writ upon thy meager grave. Felled thy King Morgoth, last of all kings.
I'm not sure Ronnie's motivation is ambition.
No, Rani's motivation is sacrifice.
Boy, he went after her right away.
Yeah. Paying attention to the wrong person, dude. Melina, use tree. Hopefully that will heal Lutenna. Melina?
Oof.
I love his holy summon.
Yeah.
Right, so he's gone into phase 2.
Uh-huh. Lutenna,
He
unfortunately.
expels... Yeah, there goes.
Yeah.
Expels his cursed blood. Apparently Melina pissed him off somehow. There's Tree.
Thy part in this shall not be forgiven.
Did that hit him?
That hit him.
I remember how hard this was for you last time.
Yeah, it's I wasn't on my game last time, honestly. That being said, apparently I got a little cocky.
Yeah.
Now he uses Oh, Melina, you are a champ.
She took the aggro right at the right time.
Mhm.
Tarnished. Thou art but a fool. The Erd Tree wards off all who deign approach. We are all forsaken. None may claim the title of Elden Lord. Thy deeds shall be met with failure, just as I.
Yeah, but you don't have the audacity of this bitch.
Nope.
Impenetrable thorns, because Radagon has the power of the Shadow Tree.
Hmm.
Hello again, old friend. Allow me a moment to converse with you. You are unable to enter the Erd Tree, no? Prevented by the mantle of barbs. The thorns are impenetrable, a husk of the Erd Tree's being that spurns all that exists without. The only way to stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord is to pass the thorns. My purpose serves to aid in that very act. So I'd like you to undertake a new journey with me to the Flame of Ruin, far above the clouds, upon the snowy mountaintops of the giants. Then I can set the Erd Tree aflame and guide you down the path to becoming Elden Lord.
Ah, let's go. So yeah, Morgoth.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
The giant carriages again.
yeah, the tomb carriages. They seem to be tomb carriages.
Mm-hmm.
Dodge, duck and dodge. You definitely don't want to run out of stamina about here.
Yeah, that looks like it would be a bad time.
The uh Misbegotten of Radagon are that's right there is a pain in the butt with all of the minions. Yeah, you're not fooling me.
Mm-hmm. You missed. Well, you got a lot of hit points there.
Yeah, the main thing with the knights is they've got a lot of DR.
Ah,
Piercing damage deals with knights a lot better than the slashing damage.
got it.
Piercing damage also works really well against dragons, which is an interesting dichotomy. Well, an interesting parallel, not a dichotomy.
Yeah. What?
Knights and dragons are natural enemies, and yet
They have the same.
the same weakness.
Yeah. It's like, why did it explode into a bigger version of itself?
Oh, because it's one of the little surprises. If you're standing next to it, you get knocked over, and it's easier for it to run away.
Got it.
It's taken me a long time to remember that I need to dodge away from that one. Dodge. Away from that splash attack. Forbidden Lands. Now, I believe we ran past the Black Blade gargoyle up here
I
last time.
think so, yeah.
Oh, what have I done? One more. Here we are. Just ignore me, Mr. Black.
It froze for a moment and then sped up really fast.
So I can fight the Black Blade gargoyle with Millicent, but honestly, I think I'm just going to run past again.
Okay.
There's no real need to fight it. You don't have to progress the storyline.
Okay.
But it is another fight you can summon.
Got it. Okay. There's a lot of these beetles pushing balls around.
Yeah, most of they around here they just give you flask recharges. I think a couple of them give you stone, but I haven't really bothered hunting them all down. We have enough for a level up. I would like to get to 60 vigor before Shadow Realm.
Okay. Are we going to the Shadow, the DLC again on this?
Do you want to? We don't have to.
Okay, then I think getting through the
We'll
lore,
push. Yeah, we'll push the lore.
Yeah. Because we've already seen everything on the Shadow Tree then.
We haven't. Well, no, we didn't. We didn't actually beat Radahn.
True.
But it's possible that I could, if we want to see me beat Radahn, then I would push the whole DLC and we'd come back to
fight Radahn. Yeah.
Fight Radahn. Yeah.
Oh, we're getting close to Lutenna's story completion, aren't we?
We are.
Because I know this. We haven't. Of course, I haven't played. I just know that this elevator is part of it. That talisman you brought.
Yes. So we've got to get the secret medallion
Mm-hmm.
to open up the consecrated snowfield, which also opens up Millicent's questline.
Okay.
Now, one of the things that we haven't done yet is go back to visit Gowrie.
Hmm.
Um,
And there's our bounty hunter friend.
yeah.
Finally, we meet the Tarnished, who would be Lord. Oh my. Why the long face? I fear that you were previously acquainted with this vessel. Well, that is most unfortunate. For he is dead. As for his flesh, he gave it to me. Shabriri, I hope you can make your peace with that.
Okay.
You were about to sacrifice something precious, the life of a fair maiden, that you would toss into the fiery forge, only so that you may be Lord. What a horrible thing to ponder. Your ascendancy requires her sacrifice, whether she wishes it or not. But how would the Lord, crowned so, be looked upon? Chosen, tarnished, and would-be Lord, dare to tread the path of true rigor, spare the poor girl, and singe your own flesh in her stead. If you are prepared to show resolve and attain lordship through righteous hardship, then heed the words of I, Shabriri.
So, that's a very persuasive argument.
Yep.
Chosen, tarnished, and would-be Lord, descend into the depths far below the Erdtree capital. Seek audience with the three fingers and the flame of frenzy. If you inherit the flame of frenzy, your flesh will serve as kindling, and the girl can be spared, setting you on the righteous path of lordship, the path of the Lord of Chaos. Burn the Erdtree to the ground and incinerate all that divides and distinguishes. Ah, may chaos take the world. May chaos take the world.
Just couldn't hold it in, could you?
Nope. You know, it occurs to me how many of the characters in this suffer Sauron's failing.
Interesting. Do tell while I kill the guy.
Mm-hmm. So, the reason Sauron loses
But if you do not care for lordship,
is
I'm afraid you are of no
he
use.
cannot comprehend the idea of anybody destroying the ring.
Hmm.
He doesn't
Inter-
think.
Yes.
Yeah. This is the entire crux of the plan. And we also know that it couldn't be completed without divine intervention either way.
Hmm.
When there's a lot of opinions of where the divine intervention occurs. In my case, I think it is. There's a moment where Frodo gives a curse on Gollum that is, "You touch me again, and you shall be cast yourself into the cracks of doom." And I'm getting off track here, but I think in that he had a moment of clarity there, right before the ring took him over, and I think that moment of clarity was the divine intervention, giving him the clarity to know what he needed to say. But anyway,
Yes.
that's tangent. None of these people seem to comprehend or even consider that Ronnie's motivation is something anybody could think of.
Hmm.
I mean, it's not a matter of would somebody try this? No, nobody would try this. It's never in their thought process to consider it as something somebody would try.
They're so power pilled.
Yeah.
They're so like, yeah, very much like Sauron, as you said. You know, their worldview is such that they can't even comprehend that someone would be willing to give up everything
Yeah. And
to break the cycle.
yeah, it is entirely why the whole quest completes as it does in Lord of the Rings. Because Sauron, up until Frodo is overtaken by it and puts it on inside the mountain, up until that point, Sauron is still convinced Aragorn has it.
Yes. I mean, when I made that joke about you know, you don't have the audacity of this bitch to
Yeah.
Morgoth,
Yeah.
I wasn't like, that wasn't really a joke.
No, no.
You know, he just did not have the audacity to burn the Great Tree. I mean, he also didn't have the Kindling Maiden, which is the real, like, sort of test here. The Kindling Maiden needs to think that you are fit to be Elden Lord.
That would be Melina, right?
Yes.
No, yeah.
You have to be fit enough that in her eyes you are worthy of the position. Because she has to sacrifice it.
Yeah.
Which is why it's one of the reasons why I think she is the other side of Rani. Because that level of sacrifice is also present in Rani. Which also makes for an interesting thing, because the death of the god of destruction and the god of creation is part of the cycle in each of the other games where those gods appear.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit here for a moment.
It's also another juxtaposition with Lord of the Rings, because Frodo's convinced he's not surviving the quest, and really he doesn't.
No, he goes to heaven.
Yeah.
The heaven metaphor.
It's a year later, but yeah, he goes to the Undying Lands to live out the rest of his mortal life.
I mean, he was carrying the magical equivalent of a pound of enriched uranium.
And
and I know it was written before the Second World War, but I don't care.
Yeah. And by somebody who's not a physicist. And on top of that, he had the Wraith Dagger and Shelob's Bite. There was no recovery for him. It's kind of a miracle he lasted a year.
Yeah. But yes, the sacrifice of the god of destruction and the god of creation. If you like in previous games, it didn't at least seem like a willing sacrifice. But I'm also sitting here now thinking, what if it was, though?
Yeah.
What if the reason that the god of destruction places themselves in the path of the hero of the story is because they are sacrificing themselves for the rebirth? Because, you know, the god of destruction and the god of creation are the same being.
Right.
And only one of them is part of an era at any one time. You know, when one's in ascendancy, the other descends.
It also kind of reminds me of Slayers, where a piece of Shabranigno helps Alina kill itself. Yeah.
Also, it's Ishtar and Persephone again.
Yeah.
The Persephone descends and returns, and this is why we have the turning of the seasons.
Yep.
Ishtar descends to retrieve her dead husband, and then regrets it later.
Yeah.
or even Orpheus and Eurydice.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we can talk to Melina.
There is something I'd like to say. My purpose was given to me by my mother, but now I act of my own volition. I have set my heart upon the world that I would have, regardless of my mother's designs. I won't allow anyone to speak ill of that, not even you.
So yeah, there's the moral conundrum here being, do you honor Melina's wishes to sacrifice themselves, or do you sacrifice yourself?
Right.
If you sacrifice yourself, she tells you that you are no longer fit to become Elder Lord because you have
Corrupted
it's
yourself.
well, yes, it's also you have succumbed to nihilism.
Nothing matters. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Nothing matters, burn it all so that we can start again. Because, this place is too far gone to matter.
Yeah.
And Shabriri uses our love or affection for Melina in an attempt to manipulate us into
Uh-huh.
into sacrificing ourselves rather than her.
Right. Somebody has to be sacrificed, but what if it was you?
Yeah. Which on the surface seems like it seems like the correct decision, but the other side of that is you are ignoring Melina's wishes.
Mm-hmm.
Which is an interesting moral conundrum that does not have a clean-cut answer.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, of course you save Melina,
Mm-hmm.
but also you don't want to succumb to nihilism.
Mm-hmm. You also there's also some juxtaposition there of the difference between sacrifice and suicide,
Yes.
because there is cases in here of people that just kill themselves because of despair.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
But Melina's and Ronnie's action is one of hope.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of different. Anyway.
Yes. Now, before we talk to Millicent here,
Yeah.
we are going to go talk to Gowry.
Mm.
Because he is likely to have some things. Well, no, I know he has some things to say, and he has things to say at every point in your journey with Millicent, but I've been a bit lax in going.
I think we talked to him a lot last time, so.
Yeah. But it is worth doing this because it makes the ending a lot sweeter. How are we doing for time?
We're at 32 minutes, so about halfway.
Awesome. With any luck, we'll actually finish off Millicent's quest line.
Cool.
Please make certain that little Millicent goes unharmed. Like her mother, she has the stuff to be a great warrior, but commands only one arm and is yet preciously young. So, you gave Millicent a golden arm replacement. This is a wonderful development. Thank you for your kindness. Now, Millicent may fully realize her true warrior's potential, like her beautiful mother.
Mm-hmm.
The girl, Millicent, she is a bud, green and undeveloped, waiting to flower into magnificence. What a wondrous day that will be. In truth, before her, I'd never seen a bud of such superior quality. She might very well outshine her sisters.
Oh, joy.
Do you have an interest in rot incantations? Then you might like to learn something of the history of Melania, goddess of scarlet rot. Queen Marika and her king consort Radagon were blessed with twin demigods, and Melania was one of them. She was born an Empyrean carrying the scarlet rot. An Empyrean is no mere demigod. In the age of the Elden Ring and Queen Marika, the precious Empyrean was born, a new god to forge a new order. Since Melania fought Radahn, and the great scarlet flower blossomed in Aeonia, I have dedicated myself to her, and to the resplendence of the Order of Rot, the cycle of decay and rebirth.
Now, that doesn't sound crazy at all.
No, it's interesting that one of the villains in this game is the embodiment of the cycle.
Yep.
Because we're breaking the cycle, we're on Rani's side.
Yeah.
To think we'd meet in such a place. What could your purpose possibly... No. I know well enough who you are. And what I know is good enough for me. Call upon me again, in battle, should you have the need.
So, as we travel here, Lutenna might say something.
Oh.
I'm not sure if it's here or closer to Castle Sol.
Frozen Lake there.
Yeah. This is the river that from the frozen lake up here where you fight the cold dragon.
Got it.
Oh, I know what I'm getting for myself for my birthday now.
Oh, what do you get? What's that?
I'm going to pick up Night Rain. Cold Dragon reminded me there's a Cold Dragon boss in Night Rain. I haven't thought about Night Rain for a while. I didn't pick it up immediately because I was like, you know, do I really want to play a co-op game that's it's not an extraction battle royale sort of thing. It's very different from this game.
Interesting. Okay.
It's more of a character action game than a role playing.
Okay. Got it.
Um,
So, not an extraction, but like a what is it? A hero shooter or hero brawler, I guess.
it's very similar to a hero shooter, but or a hero brawler, as you say. But it is a battle royale game. The idea, there's no PvP, but the idea is that when you're in the world, there is a circle that shrinks, and you've got to stay out of the circle because otherwise the night slowly kills you.
Okay.
And it's really, Night Rain is kind of like, what if Elden Ring, but Seath was the one in charge rather than Gyra?
Oh God. Okay.
You know.
What is that? Oh, that's one of those walking tombs.
That's one of the walking. Yeah. No, just hanging out right here. Oh, and I can't use... So, yeah, there's a couple lines in here that I'm going to run past. Juke, juke. Juke and dodge, juke and dodge.
And it just broke through everything.
Yeah, big beasties.
What was that?
Yeah. Oh, giant slugs.
No.
They
the
fall
thing,
from the ceiling.
The
The thing on the ground was a nascent butterfly. Which is interesting because it means that Mikola has been here or was keeping tabs on this place. Yeah, so we take a shortcut to get up here. Basically, this is a race to the grace because fighting all of these guys is a pain.
Would wear you down a lot.
Yeah. Particularly that guy, like, so the knights in this place are, like, legit. They are nasty even when you are fully kitted out. In fact, if I can lock on... See how he didn't break?
Yeah. Yeah, that was...
Unfortunately for him, I am just that good, but... Or rather, honestly, two-handed weapons are OP in this game. Basically, probably the easiest way to play this game is probably playing as Guts from Berserk.
Eclipse Hotel.
Yep. Speaking of Berserk and eclipses and all that jazz. So getting this will make the run back a lot easier. Go over here to drop Lutenna.
He dropped a couple people himself.
Yeah, no, this is a whole fight. And you're gonna...
Did you try to do a Millennia?
No, he does the charging spinny attack. Like, these knights have a whole, like, using the air currents to... alright. And Lutenna is going to die. There's not really anything I can do about that. Okay. Alright, I've drunk that. What do I need? I need...
Yeah, the enemies didn't really give either of you a chance to support each other.
No.
You were both off on your own fight.
No, having someone who also uses summons is a whole thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, this guy's storm attacks do pretty much fill the whole screen.
Fun.
He gets... He takes a rest, but I really needed the drink there. Wow, that's a big pop. Jump and...
Oof. Oh, nice dodge.
Yeah, his backward stab is a real cool like answer to
A lot of
a
styles.
lot of the usual style of fighting knights, honestly. Best way to fight knights is to get behind them because
Uh-huh.
most of them have shields.
Oof. That looked painful.
Yeah, it was supposed to be painful. Oh, that did a lot of damage.
That did. That was a nice chunk of his health.
Yeah. Good fight. Oh yeah, the veteran's prosthesis is a fist weapon as well. Which is funny. So, that is 60 vigor, right on time.
Cool.
And then we head up here and we grab the second half of the lift key that we need. How are we doing for time?
40, about to be 15 minutes left.
Cool. 50 minutes? Well, we've hardly gone at all.
1-5.
I know, I've been silly.
That's fine. That is something when I was teaching in Japan that, yeah, no, if you think it's hard to tell 15 and 50 apart, it is.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why a lot of people will specify 5-0 or 1-5 in even if native speakers. You know.
Yes. So yeah, once we get up here, we switch to Hoist's secret medallion.
Secret medallion. Secret medallion.
Secret medallion, which leads to the secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. And I'll just skip the mission.
The thing where all the things are turning and such like that. The elevator.
Yeah. I didn't point it out, but the lift that goes up to Atlas Plateau has a yellow glow crystal. The one that goes up to the top, to the mountaintops of the giants, has a red crystal.
Okay.
And the one down here had a green crystal.
Okay, yeah.
And if people who are paying attention from back in the old days of Kingsfield will tell you that yellow was the color of earth magic, which is why Erd Tree is yellow, etc.
Got it. Okay.
Red is fire. It's also blood, because blood seems to be the fire element inside us all.
Okay. That kind of goes with humors, being sanguine.
Yes.
Yeah.
And green is air magic, which also includes cold magic. So, the green crystal, the yellow crystal leads us to the land of the Erd Tree.
Okay.
The red crystal leads to the land of the fire giants.
And the green crystal leads us to the snowfields.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
And we just need to head north here. Worry too much about following the light.
That arrow curved.
Yeah, they are homing. You actually can get homing arrows yourself as a enchanted arrows as a whole. Where am I? I need this way. Unless this goes...
This does look easy to get turned around in.
Oh, yeah. No, this... So... If poison swamps are the major, like, indication of a From Software game, that one stupid area where you can't see anything is the second. There is a couple of infamous snowfield levels that are just really annoying. This one is a lot less annoying because they kind of learnt their lesson after the one in Dark Souls,
Okay.
which was part of the DLC, if I'm remembering right.
I think
The
it
Painted
is.
World.
Yeah.
So, Lutenna's questline is what we're doing first.
Right. Okay.
So before, we didn't save Lutenna, so we didn't have a Spirit Ash.
Right.
But where Lutenna wants to go is up here.
The firework place here?
Yeah. So the difficulty with this thing is that it shoots mortar shells, basically.
Yeah, I'm getting that. Having a very D-Day very D-Day Somme, Battle of the Somme moment.
Yeah. Yeah, so, it took me quite a few tries the first time round to, like, get get to here.
Yeah.
It just takes perseverance. Like, it's not, if you die here, it's just, well, try again. Also, I'm a little distracted, so I'm not doing this correctly. You gotta alternate. You gotta alternate feet.
Okay, so you can get 2 of them down.
Crud.
That was a heavy blow.
Yeah, no, you don't want to get stuck. It's going down. It's going down. So we don't want anything in that. We just don't want it pelting us with mortars while we're here doing our thing.
Okay.
So we get to this church, the Apostate Derelict. And I say derelict instead of ek because it's spelt with an I.
What?
Apostate Derelict. It's spelled derelict rather
Okay.
than derelict.
Okay.
I've seen both spellings. I don't know if it's a thing. So we get Summon Lutenna.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, young yet towering sister of ours, let the birthing droplet in and create life for us, for all the Albinorics.
Yes, create more Jennifer Englishes.
Thank you. I finally fulfilled my purpose. Our young yet towering sister will give us hope. Now that nothing is left unfinished, I will join you in battle to the bitter end. And when the fighting is done, then you may lay me to rest. Beside Lobo, my dear wolf.
So who had giving a giant version of her a droplet of dew on the bingo cards?
Not me.
Yeah, me either. Yeah, this is a weird one. So it seems to be very similar to the giant figures on the thrones in Nokron.
Mm-hmm.
I think that this is the explanation of those figures. They're the progenitors of one of the Albinoric races.
Okay.
So when you go back to Kingsfield, one of the things that you find out in Kingsfield 2 is that the elves and the fairies that you meet,
Mm-hmm.
including the one that guides you to the Moonlight Sword,
Yep.
are created beings. They're artificial.
Okay.
They are created by Gyra to fulfill Gyra's to fulfill Gyra's purposes.
Hmm.
The dwarves are also created beings.
Okay.
So this is a so there's very much a there's sort of a Golem rebellion sort of thing going on.
Hmm.
Very Frankenstein, where the people's creations are getting away from
Yep.
them. Yeah, which means that the people of the Eternal Cities are also Albinorics, which makes sense because in Nokron we found the silver slimes.
Yes, that does. Yeah.
The mimic slimes, and the whatchamacallits, the Black Knives and the Night Sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Which also suggests that the sorcerers, which makes sense because that's where we find Albinorics, but the sorcerers don't call themselves Albinorics.
I mean, they might not want. They would not be. They might be in denial of that origin.
Yeah. There's also I mean, the Queen of Carrier has the rebirth rune as well, which she uses to create the juveniles that are during her boss fight. Yeah, there's a lot of that sort of stuff mixed up in it, and then once you get to Armored Core, you are playing a created being who, because it's the created beings that pilot the mech. So you are playing a created being that has had a personality inserted into it.
Okay.
At least in Armored Core 6, is it 6 or 4? One or the other. But anyway, that's Lutenna's ending.
Cool. I would note the dwarves being a created being is very Tolkien.
Yeah. Well, the elves as well. The elves were the wood folk. And then the dark elves were the moon folk.
Okay.
And they were driven underground at some point because they worshipped Gyra.
Okay.
And that's where the Eternal Cities come from.
Right.
Now, Usually I would pause to kill the black knives in this Evergel because you get a thing off them that's used that you get a not a spirit ash, what do you call it?
Art of
One
War?
of no, it's upgrade material for spirits.
Ah, okay, got it.
But I'm not going to bother. Sorry.
Okay.
Because we are trying to get to the lore important bits because and
Knife!
yeah, that deals a lot of damage.
Yes, so I see. That was half your life in one go.
Yeah, I mean it's a combination backstab and command grab, so yeah. Hey, guess what? Invisibility is a powerful ability.
Yeah!
Safe here. They can't really reach us. But after we do this candle, we're going to have to get across those roofs, and that's where we have to deal with Lutenna's sisters. And that's a bit of thing.
Okay. We are at an hour.
All right. Well, we'll just get this bit done.
Okay.
And oh no. I fell. Yeah, we'll get this open, and then next time we'll be finishing off Millicent's questline.
Cool.
And probably then finishing Fia's questline.
Cool. And we'll see Millicent's good ending, and I don't know that we're going to... Are we going to have a different ending for Fia?
Oh, yes. Yeah, no, we're actually going to do Fia's
right,
Fia's quest rather than killing her.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, this gauntlet here is a bit rough. Once we do this, we'll get sent back to the Everjail.
A seal was broken in town.
Sorry. Seal was broken in town. So I made seal noise.
I got it.
Yeah, no. Anne was asking.
Ah.
And I grab this. We travel to the Haley tree. Grab the Grace.
Cool.
And that'll be it. Yeah, so, once it's actually pretty quick, like finishing this game when you're not doing everything.
Right.
The big part of it is exploration and side quests. So
Yeah.
All right, thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you later.
Later.